today we are doing a swatch video. I have the 7 brand new plastic-free lipsticks from vegan beauty brand Ethique. We're going to be swatching them all here today. I am a big fan of Ethique. As someone who's like vegan, cruelty-free and loves to shop sustainably, I think they are an incredible brand. I've been so excited about this launch. I've been wanting them to go into lipsticks for a while and I am really impressed with like the colour payoff, the long wearingness of their lipsticks. Just all in all, these are amazing and I am here to help you with swatches because I know a lot of you are going to be shopping this brand online and it'll be quite helpful to see what these lipsticks actually look like on a person and give you a bit more feedback as we go through as well. I'm just going to help you make a good purchase with these. Thank you for joining me here. Let's get on with the video. So Ethique actually sent me all their shades. I have done an Instagram and TikTok campaign with them to promote the launch. So that is how I've come to have all the shades and that was a paid collaboration. This video is not a paid collaboration. I just thought you guys would find it really helpful. If you've not watched any of my videos before, hi, my name's Nicole. I've been vegan now for 14 years. I am vegan for the animals, so obviously the beauty products I choose are also vegan, always cruelty-free as well. I do a lot of like vegan food videos, vegan beauty videos on this channel, so please feel free to subscribe if that sounds interesting. But yes, let's start with the shade Snapdragon. Just to give you a good look at the product, it does come in this compostable tube. It is quite easy to use. It's kind of like a normal lipstick, nothing out of the ordinary here. As you can see, it is really pigmented. It does not take much at all to coat your lips in this gorgeous lipstick. So this one, Snapdragon, is a rosy mauve shade and I think it just looks really nice, really natural, a very good everyday lipstick. Next up we are going to try on Poppy. This is a gorgeous ruby red. I think this one really goes to show how gorgeously pigmented they are. I will say about the formulas that they tend to be a little bit dry. That was my first experience of them, but we're actually in a little bit of a mini heat wave in the UK right now and they are a lot less dry and a bit more smoother to go on. So like a lot of solid products, they tend to change a bit with the weather. So yeah, this is gliding on really nicely right now, but there have been times where it's felt a tad dry. But I do tend to find that drier lipsticks do last a lot longer and these ones last really quite well. I haven't worn one this bold out for a long time yet, but like, let me just take a sip of water. Let me show you. That's the water test. It's not easily transferred. I know a lot of people still will think plastic-free, eco-friendly equals poor performance, whereas these lipsticks are actually genuinely really quite good. Yeah, I've been really impressed with the staying power of them. I would say it's quite well performing. They're not invincible, but they are one of the better lipsticks. I just love the shade. The colour goes on like straight away. It's not like something you have to build up. This is just really gorgeously pigmented. I will recommend if you want a bit more of a subtler shade, obviously you can put on a little and dab it out, but I would recommend putting on a lip balm first and then using that to help you spread out a little bit, and that will give you a bit more of a softer look if that is your vibe. Okay, next we are going for Mallow. This is a blush pink, one of the other subtler shades. I will say about these lipsticks is that they aren't the most glamorous lipsticks to be applying with on the go. Like if I were on a date and I brought this out, I wouldn't feel embarrassed necessarily, but I wouldn't feel particularly glamorous. However, I do think it is a bit of an eye-catching piece and it does look eco-friendly and it looks really good when you apply it. So I do think, like if I were out with the girl, I think people would be like, oh my god, that lipstick, is that like an eco-friendly one? That looks amazing. I think it gives that vibe, which I really like. But anyway, the shade Mallow, it is a blush pink. It's very cute, very girly. I think this is probably one of my least favourite of the shades just because I don't think I love how it sits on me. I think it might just be a bit too pale for me. I like my lips to be a bit bolder. However, I do want to just highlight the shine on them, I guess. They do look really like plump and hydrated. I love the finish on these lipsticks. They're long lasting, highly pigmented, and they make your lips look luscious. There is nothing to hate about them. They are just great. Basically, if you're in two minds about whether or not you want to get this lipstick, get the lipstick. Way beyond the quality you'd expect of something so eco-friendly. For the fourth shade, we are going for Dahlia. This is a terracotta brown. This one is just so stunning. I also find it's a very difficult colour to find. So like a red that's a bit more of a brown in colour. It's still like really bold, really statement, but for me, I feel like it blends a lot better with my skin tone. I feel like it's really complementary. It doesn't pop so much. This is going to be one of my new favourite evening lipsticks, especially when I have a summer tan. I'll be taking this on holiday with me. I think it just is stunning. And again, I feel like my lips really look like really hydrated, even though it doesn't feel like super hydrating lipstick. It does feel a little bit dry on the lip. For me, it just feels like it's going to last and last. And this is 100% one of my favourite shades. Let me know down below which ones you like the best and which ones you think suit me best as well. I always am interested in second opinions on that sort of stuff. Now onto Tulip. This is a deep berry shade. So with this one, I would be a bit disappointed if I bought it based on it being described as a deep berry shade. I would still consider this a red. It may be a red with a hint of berry. I don't know, do you guys think it looks berry? I actually even double checked that I had the right shade here, but yeah, it is 100% tulip. I want to take an opportunity to talk about like the ethics behind ethique. All of their products are 100% vegan and cruelty free. They are well known for being plastic free. I'd say they're probably best known for like their hair care, their skin care. This is their first foray into makeup, and all their products are also palm oil free, which is great if you're trying to avoid palm oil. All their ingredients are also carefully sourced. They are directly traded. They're not one of those brands that just like care about being cruelty free. They actually also care about where they source their ingredients from, making sure that the people at the other end are getting a fair deal, like actually caring about human lives as well as animal lives, which is exactly what we love to see. They make sure that their suppliers receive a fair price well above the market rate, making sure that the people they source it from have good working conditions and a source of income during the off seasons, and just have that sort of support, just have their working conditions. And I think this is one of the reasons why their products are like a little bit on that mid-range scale, because they want to make this eco-friendly beauty as affordable as possible, but obviously when you are paying for good quality ingredients, sustainable packaging and fair wages, all this sort of stuff, it adds up. So I think the prices they charge for their lipsticks are actually pretty fair. I think they could charge more, and I'm really glad they don't. I also want to say that they have made note of saying that all the pigments used are child labour free as well, which is so important. You know how we have all these cruelty free certifications certified like animal testing hasn't been used? Where are the child labour free certifications? And are there any that I should be aware of and that we should all be asking brands about? I just think it should be easier for consumers to know if they're buying from brands that use child labour, because I know a lot of people would like to avoid that. Now we are on to honeysuckle. This is a warm peach. This one is pretty much perfect nude for me. It really matches my natural lip colour, really evens out my lips and adds a bit of shine. It's definitely really gorgeous. I don't often go for nudes, but then every time I put this on, I am really amazed by it. I'm really impressed by it. I feel like it makes my lips just look so plump and gorgeous. So I should wear this a lot more often. So I mentioned that these are plastic-free lipsticks. I also just want to talk about disposing of them once you're done, which is always an important part of a beauty product's journey. This tube is completely home compostable. You can put it in your compost bin, you can bury it in a plant pot. It will break down and it'll put nutrients back into the soil in a lovely regenerative cycle. Alternatively, if you don't have access to home composting, you can pop this in recycling once it's done with like paper and card. So really easy for anyone to dispose of responsibly. And then the 7th shade is hibiscus. This is a vibrant coral. It is spring right now, and this has probably been my most worn shade so far. I love this one. I love a coral in like spring, summer. I feel like this just really brightens up the face, it really brightens up the complexion. And just show you guys kind of how this works on the cheeks as well. You can just like dab it. I didn't find this worked really well when it was colder out. I felt like the formula was too cold to use, but now that it's warmer, now that the formula feels a little bit creamier, it is easy to blend on the cheeks, and that's just a really good way of bringing your makeup look together so that your lips will match your cheeks. And it's also a bit more like embracing the multi-purpose nature of it, so you don't actually have to buy a blush. This is a plastic-free lipstick and blush. Let me buff this out, which I completely adore. I really do love this shade. This is definitely my favorite. I've used it so much. I've carried it around in my bag a lot as well in the last like couple of weeks, and the case seems to be doing fine. Obviously, I don't think this is going to be as durable as a classic lipstick case. I'll be interested to see what this looks like after a few months, especially if it's in my bag every day. So unfortunately, because it is still a new launch, I haven't had them that long, I can't give much feedback on that. I am just blown away by this collection. I can't wait for them to expand a bit more into the rest of the like makeup world. I find that plastic-free makeup still has a little while to go. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope you have discovered some really gorgeous shades. I hope you're feeling a bit more confident with what you're about to order from ethique. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you taking time to hang out with me. If you've enjoyed this video, please do hit like, hit subscribe. I would love to hang out again. Have a lovely day, and until next time, bye.